Please enjoy Bill Maher pretty much destroying every stupid liberal argument.
The basic problem we have in America is conservatives think the liberals are insane, and they're not completely wrong. Now, I don't think most liberals are insane, but neither do they make it clear they disapprove of the ones who are, and their cowardice in not marginalizing their own crazies has been their downfall. I couldn't get Neil deGrasse Tyson, a genius scientist and preeminent scientific voice in the media, to agree that it was ridiculous for Scientific American and The Atlantic to be claiming that separating sports by sex doesn't make sense. Yes, it does. Actually, it makes perfect sense. And it's obvious that it does. And there's a lot of stuff like that on the left. And when conservatives see it, they say, I'm sorry, we're just not going to go along with reinventing society, often pointlessly, even if we have to cancel democracy to do it. That's what they're saying. They see gender as only a construct and sex is assigned at birth, and they say, we're not doing that. Transing kids by self-diagnosis with no age limit, no parental notification, and no acknowledgement of social contagion, not doing it. Asylum now covers any reason for anyone to come to America, not doing it. Homelessness is a lifestyle. Natural immunity doesn't count anymore. Whiteness is toxic. Penises in women's prisons. Welcoming the Intifada. We're not doing it. And so, folks, if we are ever going to get back to the old America, that's got to be the Democrats' part of the bargain. Stop coming up with radically new and often terrible ideas, and then in the next breath insist there be no debate about any of it. That if you don't see it right away and go along, you're bad, stupid, and deplorable. As if you were saying, duh, 2 + 2 = 5, isn't that obvious? Yeah, it's obvious you can't add. You can't just say shit. Math is racist. Queers for Palestine. Looting is cool. Healthy at any weight. If the men's football team played the women's team, it would be a tie. You can't just say shit. I mean, you can, but it doesn't make it true because you're not Harry Potter. Smug self-righteousness in the defense of some of the dumbest ideas to ever come down the pike is not a formula that's really working for you. Because here's one thing I can promise every liberal in this country. The Democrats can win every election from now until forever. And the people who now hold the reins of power will not give a shit and will not give it back if they think you're still nutty.
All right, so this is the thing with Bill Maher, and I'm going to get into what he says, but the thing with Bill Maher, and, I know I'm part of the problem because I'm elevating him, and I think conservatives should really stop elevating him because he calls out liberal hypocrisy and liberal craziness all the time, and then literally goes right back to vote for them. So I don't really know what it is that at this point, what Bill Maher has to add to the conversation that hasn't already been said. But what I will say is this. He makes a very good point about Democrats not marginalizing their crazies. I feel like we have 2 major political parties in this country. There should probably be more, but that's neither here nor there. And the issue with every one of these parties comes when they don't want to marginalize their crazies. The lunatics completely took over the liberals and the Democrats to the point where the average person associates all of the insanity that we see in the world, from 1,000 different genders to all of this other stuff, is completely associated with the Democrats, right? And so now they have made their bed and they have to lie in it. And they still have not gathered the cojones to really marginalize these folks. They are still playing footsie with the gender crazies. They are still playing footsie with the race crazies. They are still playing footsie with the Hassan Pikers of the world who claim that America deserved 9/11, right? They are still too afraid to marginalize these people. And what I will say is this. If they are too afraid to marginalize that insanity, then what happens and the perception is going to be is that that party is that insanity. And Americans will always vote for sanity every single time.